Good day. I am once again Martin Potgieter from South Africa, and I just want to bring people up to date that have been following me across the world. South Africa is the closest to a civil war it's ever been. With all the lies that the ANC government are telling the world, telling the people in this country that there was a coal shortage, which is an utmost lie, due to the fact that due to the corruption, they are bankrupt and they haven't got the money to buy coal. Apart from that, the land expropriation without compensation, it's going to go through. If you look at the audacity and the arrogance of the radicals in this country, it is unfortunate that they are driving this country to a civil war. There are people out there, of the white people, that are not going to take this lying down. And the unfortunate thing with that is there are so many liberals and people that are not involved or don't want to get involved. It's going to be a total massacre of the white people in this country. My advice, my honest advice is that if there are any of you abroad, you must get your families out of this place, because it could erupt at any moment. If you look at the protests lately, they burn everything they can. People, they go into businesses, break open the gates, and they go and they light people's vehicles. This is at such a stage that it could erupt any moment, because somebody out there who's going to defend his property is going to use maximum force, and that will erupt the civil war, the whites against the blacks in this country. I'm here today to say to the world, to warn the world. They are pushing the white man into a corner. They are just breaking down everything they possibly can. They actually have broken this country's back. And the unfortunate thing is, with their protests, they're starting to push young children again before them, school kids. But there's one thing the world must understand, that if a child of 8, 9, 10, 11 years old picks up a stone to throw a stone, or throws a petrol bomb, or carries an AK-47, he no longer is a kid. Then he has entered the grown-up world. That thing of the history of Africa, that they always want to say, yeah, they killed the children and things like that. Why bring the children forward? Why bring the children to be in the front of their protests? Exactly that reason, so that they can do what they like and nobody can lift a finger or defend their properties. Nobody wants to see a war. Nobody wants to live through a war. Because the problem is with this, with the way things are going in this country, it's going to be hunger, poverty, and it's going to be serious murder, rape, and so forth. As you can see today, I'm not in a good frame of mind, due to the fact that they are ruining everything that was built up over many years by the white man in this country. Yeah, there are liberals out there that are going to tell me, but you are racist and you this and you that. For heaven's sake, people, wake up. The whole of Africa has been destroyed by these people. And now South Africa is being destroyed, and the white Boer nation in South Africa's lives are hanging on a thread. But the world must know one thing. To come and take our property, because it's not only about land, it's about your homes, about your vehicles, about your bank accounts. That's what this is about. And believe me, the Boer nation is known for guts and glory. I'm warning the world. How long have we cried out to the world to speak out and to speak up, and they didn't take any note? Now I'm telling the world, when the white man goes to a point in this country where there's no return, the world must not turn around and say, yes, the white men are the butchers and the murderers and the bastards that we've always been made out to be. I'm warning the world today. The Boer is not a nation to take up lightly. We might take time to get together and to mobilize. But God help them the day we do mobilize. Once again, it's not a fight against man. This is a total onslaught of Satan, man. The forces of darkness. We are standing with our backs to the walls. We're getting to the stage where we are going to say enough is enough. The world has got problems of their own, but not near as much as we have in South Africa. Therefore, it's easy to stand out there like Malema and the ANC, excuse me, to shout, yeah, kill the white, kill the Boer, kill the farmer. The ANC is so deep in it currently because they set the climate. No matter which way the ANC go, it's a mess. Because they set the climate to tell the people, the radicals out there, they're taking land without compensation. And if the ANC goes back on their word, you'll have a revolution. And if they carry on and doing what they said they're going to do, we're going to have a revolution. So what the hell? But no, the world must know one thing. We are not going to stand back and let these guys or bastards walk over us and take what we built in this country. Take what is legally mine. Or any white man's for that matter. Yes, Cyril Ramaphosa said to the president of Germany, no, we're not going to take the land without compensation. If you look at it the way they're doing it, he's actually quite right, because they are going to change the Land Act. Section 25 of the Land Act to take land without compensation. So he's actually correct. By the time that has been agreed to in the parliament, they're not going to do it illegally. This country is on the verge of of a major catastrophe, a total blackout, expropriation of land, hunger, poverty. I can carry on and on for days telling you what is going to happen in this country. The situation is so bad we can taste it. And believe me, there are leaders in this country that are starting to get together, that are starting to realize that there's no other way but to engage before it's too late. The only thing that has withheld us all this time to engage is due to the fact that they will turn to the world and say, you see, the brutal Boers in this country started it. But how far must we go before we start standing on our back feet? How long must we take this petty nonsense? There's not one thing. They've governed this country for 24 years and it's gone to the dogs. The South African Airlines is bankrupt. Danel is bankrupt. Eskom is bankrupt. There are companies in this country that were run with a firm hand. They're all bankrupt ever since the ANC took over this country. And then they want to say, oh, they did a good thing for the economy. Oh, hello. It's a shame, man, because everything that is done in this country that they haven't succeeded in, they turn around and say it's apartheid's fault. When are they going to stop riding that damn horse or donkey, which stomach is already dragging on the ground? Nowhere in Africa have they made a success of any damn thing. All they can do is burn down, break down, and devastate everything that was in order. Then you get people out there that still think you can do something with these people. They're not people, man. They're forces of darkness. They're angels of Satan. Go and read the scriptures. Genesis 4, Joshua 9, verses 23 to 27, Deuteronomy 23:2. I can name them up for you. Go and read the scriptures and come to your senses, because you people are also going to start. This is starting in your countries already. The big thing is, the Boer nation is a God-fearing nation. And believe me, the day that this happens and God stands up once again for the Boer nation, like he did at Blood River, there's no turning back. Then it'll be done the way it should have been done with the Battle of Blood River. It's a sad day today. I'm not beating around the bush anymore because I'm trying to win the favor of liberals all over the world. What. I'm sarcastic. Because those are the people that are drawing the whole world down. If they still can't see what is happening in the world, then they are the ones that are going to cause the total annihilation of the Christian folks in this country, in the world. not only in South Africa, but in the world. Wake up, people. We are all standing against the total onslaught of Satan. But thank our Heavenly Father, He's defeated him how many times? And He will help His children defeat him again. Hand in hand with our Heavenly Father, we'll go into battle. And we will succeed against the powers of darkness. I ask that our Heavenly Father bless you and keep you. Thank you.